Hi, good evening. My name is Dr. Betty Tay, and this is my podcast titled No Small Matter. Yesterday, the 1st of April, was April Fool's Day. Tomorrow, the 3rd of April, is the EGM of NexG. Now, NexG is not just any of the public listed company on Bursa Malaysia. NexG has created waves because it has been awarded a 2.5 billion ringgit contract by the Malaysian government to handle our Malaysian passports and also our IC. Now, NexG has seen a lot of movement in its board of recent times, and this has created news about the corporate mafia. So we will speak about a few aspects of NexG, which will include the history, the 2.5 million contract, the change of name in NexG, the change of board of directors during the period of October up to November, okay, and what this boardroom battle means. And also we will ask you some of the unanswered questions that I cannot answer, maybe you can. NexG started as Datasonic in 1980. The founder is Dato' Abu Hanafa. He founded the company himself as a small ICT firm selling computer hardware and computer software. Only in 1999, under the premiership of Tun Mahathir, Datasonic became an exclusive technology provider for Malaysian government to handle MyCard. That was the beginning of the company's monopoly over the national identity infrastructure. But all this while, the contract was given short term, okay? And the total contract given to Datasonic has amounted to about 145 million from 1999 to 2025. Things shifted in 2025. NexG was created, the name, in February 2025. There was a resolution to change the name of Datasonic to NexG, and this was done under the old board of directors. Now, coming back to the contract that was given to NexG in August 2025, this contract is a 6-year contract worth 1.75 billion passport contract. It was effective 1st of June 2026 and runs up to 31st of May 2032. In October 2025, NexG was awarded a 6-year contract again worth about 732 million handling MyCard. This was effective again on the 1st of June 2026 to the 31st of May to 2032. Now, can you imagine the previous contract running from 1999 to 2025? The total amount was 146 million. Now, NexG has been awarded a 2.5 billion contract, and it's not short-term contract, it's a 6-year contract, monopolization of the handling of Malaysian passport and IC. The contract were announced through letter of award and not through an open tender process, and the government did not issue any public statement confirming that an open tender was conducted. Shortly after the award of the second contract in October, between 14 and 15 October 2025, four existing directors from NexG board resigned, citing personal reasons. The departure came after NexG secured the 2.5 billion in contract. The Age noted that the departure of two independent directors at the same time has raised eyebrows, given their crucial role in upholding corporate governance standard. What was more remarkable is on the 16th of October 2025, NexG announced the appointment of 4 new directors. Muhammad Farouz Muhammad Fauzi, 43 years old, who's a former Formula One test driver. Badrul Hisham Abdul Aziz, 40 years old, holds a mechanical engineering certificate and sits on the board of construction company and a palm oil miller. Syed Farid Syed Ahmad holds an SPM certificate and is described as an entrepreneur, but the public record does not list a single company he runs. Muhammad Zafil Ibrahim, 38 years old, holds an SRP qualification and is the founder of car dealership. Now, none of these four people has background in IT, identity management, or government contract at this point of time. A month later, 3 more directors were appointed. They are Kunal Taya, the CFO of Bastinet. He is an Indian national. The Age noted his appointment and stated that placing a senior executive from Bastinet on the board of Malaysia's national identity card and passport contractor raised a number of red flags over potential conflict of interest. Atwar Ramakrishnan, is a lawyer who works with Mr. R. Sundram Ruben, whom Victor Chin identified as the intermediary of the corporate mafia network. Datuk Chong Lun Ming, who is a former Security Commission officer and a deputy public prosecutor. They came into the board without buying in. The 7 directors, who served between October 2025 till March when they resigned, did not buy shares into NexG. They were not substantial shareholders. They were inserted into the boardroom through normal appointment process, nominated, vetted, and approved by the board. Their role was to vote, to approve transaction, and to provide the appearance of a functional board as the previous board has resigned. This is where it gets interesting. A month ago, on the 4th of March 2026, Raya Aviation Holdings bought 20.4% of stakes into NexG, making them the largest shareholder. This company is controlled by the family of Dato' Ishak Ismail. The next day, on the 5th of March 2026, NexG suspended its founder, Abu Hanafa. On the 8th of March to the 11th of March, the 7 recent board of members resigned, all citing to pursue other interests. And the very same day, Abu Hanafa was reinstated with full executive power. Victor Chin later described that these 7 directors as the nominee directors of the corporate mafia group that left because the takeover attempt failed. Now, so far, whatever I have said is from the public record. But there are many questions that I cannot answer from the public record. I hope that you may be able to answer it. Who nominated the 4 October nominees and the 3 November nominees? What due diligence was conducted for their appointment? And why is the CFO of Bastinet, an Indian national, approved to be on the board of directors to such a sensitive position? Why did the 7 directors resign only after a new shareholder entered? Were they forced out or did they choose to leave? Who were they acting for? Very important. And another important question that I cannot answer is, was there an open tender for the 2.5 billion contract? Why is direct negotiation used for contract of this scale and this sensitivity? And there were businesses worth 300 million that were transferred to high-tech Padu. Why is that? So maybe if you do know the answer And also, who is Mr. A and Mr. X? If you do know, please drop a comment. I'll see you next time. This is Betty Day signing off.